You know, I love when people respond to my videos and tell me they need to take my electronics from me. I really love that. And my response to the little girl, because she looked like she about 10, was, you don't know me. You don't know if I'm in your computer, if I'm in your phone, if I'm standing right next to you. You don't know me. So when people make those little slick comments, they have no idea who a person is standing next to them. You ought to watch your comments. I see you didn't have no comeback after I answered you that way. Yes, young brother, I can't stand Sean Bradley. Please read the 48 Laws of Power. It's free in audio. I have the hardback version. It tells you historically how every king, every emperor used those powers and why they had to use them. How to manipulate the mind. Read The Art of War. It's all manipulation. It's all controlling one's mind. If you can play it, they say they playing chess. Sean's not playing chess. He's using the 48 Laws of Power. That's why it's so important for you guys to read. Those powers are being used on us for distraction. You have to apply them to your life. Apply those powers to your life. See, it's so deep and it's so real. And you've seen it happen to others, but you didn't understand what they were actually working off of. That when you start getting into it and understanding the powers that were used in every war, in every country in the United States, from every emperor to every king to every president, you'll be able to peep when somebody is trying to flip it and twist it and get your mind all messed up. Art of War, the 48 Laws of Power. I don't know how to thumbnail because it's some pages that I want to show you that's so deep that if you work them the right way, oh, you'll never have to do anything for the rest of your life. It's all about how to manipulate, how to get people to do your dirty work, how to make those that are close to you believe that they're loyal to you, and then you turn around and kill them. You give them the sense that they have power. People love power. People love to be empowered over others. And when you love something too much and you let that power get to your head, all the king had to do was order death. It's not keep your friends close to you. It's always keep your enemies closest to you. Because they're going to be the ones that's going to stab you in your back. But right now, I'm telling you, you read the first 3 chapters. That's the definition of what Sean is doing. Again, talk to anybody that went to boot camp. Boot camp and jail is the same way as boot camp and the military. I know people that had a choice. Either you serve your jail time or you do boot camp. When they came out of boot camp, their mind was fucked up. They weren't even the same person that I had. I'm very inquisitive. So friends of mine that used to be on drugs, that are now police officers, I just want to know, how did you live? What made you chase? What was going on through your mind? I'm very inquisitive. That's how you learn. You ask questions. But everything that Nutmouth is doing is because of that boot camp. And jail, boot camp is the same way. They tell you when to get up. Make up your bed. They tell you when you eat breakfast, when you can eat lunch, when you can have dinner. You're answering yes, sir, no, sir. Yes, sir, no, sir. The same way in the military. That boot camp has broken a lot of people. A lot of people that one of my exes told me she would have preferred serving her time in jail. One of my friends was in with Chapo. Every time you saw her, you saw one of his crew with her. And somebody snitched. Before she went to jail, she was running the streets. Running them. I ain't talking about no quarter bag. I ain't talking about no dime bag. I'm talking about weight. But when she came back from boot camp, and something happened, because you never saw her without him. He ended up getting killed. When she came back from boot camp, she was a totally different person. Her whole persona changed. That's how easily your mind can be fucked up. Get those 2 books. Don't stop there. Start blending in with these Palestinians. So I'm going to tell you, my Palestinian brother I was in the shop with the other day. See, he had to calm his temper too. He wasn't sitting back there with a 45. He wasn't sitting back. He was sitting back there with an automatic long-head rifle. So the ones you think are weak, that's just going to lay down and let you just run over them and keep poking and poking and poking at them, those are the ones you need to stay away from. I don't like using the word hate, but any man, any real black man would have put Sean in check a long time ago. That there's no way he would still be on this platform calling, and they can be called whatever they want to because they don't have brains. He's taking their brains. Little simple 7 stars. Again, I didn't realize so many people were in foster homes. I got a ex-foster child that I adopted. Now, she's a hurt little girl. The little girl inside of her is hurt, and she has a lot of sadistic people that like, same way as Sean, that like to be talked down to, that like to be cursed out, that like to be called names because they grew up that way. So when I say dog walking, oh, you can't be nice to people like that. You gotta dog walk them. So the more dummies, the more bitches, the more motherfuckers you call them, oh, the more they love it. The more they love it because they've never had love. They don't know what it's like. So they run to people like 7 whores and Mr. I Need Prep to continue abusing them. They're sadistic. That's why I always say, all you sadistic women, come to me. I'm a masochist. So I'll give you more than what 7 Prep and Mr. Brown skin one day, a lighter brown the next day. I think he carrying a package. That's my opinion. I've had enough death with my trans sisters, my gay boys, to know to how someone with a package, that's what it's called in the gay community. You got the package. That I know what it looks like. You bury over 20 and you watch how their skin changes, how their hair texture changes. Some of them get real dark. That one that was so close to me came up to me after a party and spoke to me, and I did not recognize him. I was this boy's supervisor, and we were all in members of Buddhism. So I would see him at the Buddhist temple. And when he said his name, all I could do was hug him as tight as I could and then go to my car and cry. I'm tired of going to funerals. But that man's skin color don't look right. And I'm really praying that those women didn't sleep with him without any protection. I'm praying them little boys he had up in that house, that he didn't sexually molest them, and they're sick. But apparently they've removed them all from the house, which is why Liar says that he's in Texas for a month. It's no way under God's green earth that you have foster children and you can leave them for a month. Nope. State comes right in and takes them. So I have compassion for those that came out of foster care. But don't take your anger out on everybody else, because your life was ordained when you were conceived. It's not your mama's fault. Miss Cruiser did a video and I watched it, and she was speaking of God and evil. My belief is that we all have choice. Everybody on this earth has choice. You were taught that as a baby. So you can't be tempted. You can be tempted, but you have a choice if you're going to fall for it and be involved, or if you're not. We all are living off of choices that we made. It's not your parents' fault. They taught you right from wrong. They told you if you stick your finger in fire, it's gonna burn. Now, if you choose to stick your finger in that fire, that was your choice. So I don't believe in people can be tempted, and the temptation. No, even Yahweh, even Jah had a choice that he can have everything of this world as long as he bowed down. He made a choice, just like everybody makes choices in their life. Now, many of you all might want to say, well, if those women want to do that, why does it bother you so much? Because I'm a woman. Because I'm a gay woman. Because I know how women should be treated. Because the woman is the most beautiful thing that the Creator made. That I love my brothers. I'm watching genocide happen. They now are starting to kill girls. They just shot up a car with a 12-year-old, 4 people in the car, and a black van pulled up and just lit that car up. Because these little girls want to run with the dope boys. Or they use these little girls to do their dirty work. And here, they don't care if you're a female or a male. That's why I'm on Free Larry Hoover. Free that man. Because we need some organization on these streets because they're being violated. Too many violations are happening. You're not supposed to touch kids. You're not supposed to touch women. It was growth and development because everything he was doing was for the black community. You didn't have death like we got now. And yes, you are proud to walk around with your 6-point star, the Star of David. So that's why I feel sorry. I'm not sorry that I was born compassionate. That if one of these nutballs listen to this video, that they wake up. Oh, it's so much I want to share with you all on this world, on the manipulation, on the deflection, on how they plan us, and we falling right into the trap. Even this sector of YouTube, they're letting it keep going because you know what? They letting us keep at each other's throats. They fear black men. They fear them with a passion. So they letting us keep up this fuck shit on YouTube. It helps to distract away from everything that's being planned right in front of your faces. Someone said I got them to start researching New World Order. Go back and research in the 70s. Degentrification. Everything you're seeing now was planned out in the 70s. Go back when the Dan Ryan Expressway was built, and they have a button they can push in City Hall that brings up a wall that can shut off the black neighborhoods away from the white downtown rich people living in millions and millions of dollar condominiums, the ones that are keeping Michigan Avenue alive. They did the same thing to Lakeshore Drive. They can push a button and cut this city off. In New York, very easy. All they have to do is, like they stole Harlem. Harlem is now white, rich. New York is islands. All they got to do is push all the low income, all the black people that haven't sold out onto one island, and they can control the violence and everything else. But you got to see what's going on. You cannot keep walking around like I tell my son, like lumpty lump. You can't. You gotta. It's so much. Go on to education. YouTube has categories. Go on to education. And then go under Black history. If you go under education and you go under Black history, you will begin to see. Now drink your water. Flaxseed, aloe vera, fruit, vegetable. Broccoli is not a vegetable grown by the Almighty. Fast, cleanse, get your energy up, keep your energy up. Rebuke anyone that you pass by, because again, the best way to pass energy is having sex with one another. That's the fastest way you can exchange energy with someone. When you walk up next to a person and they bump into you, you all are exchanging energy. You don't know if that energy is of good or bad. So you got to keep that spirit high. I was able to run the crackheads away. One cut my grass. He didn't even bother to come and ask for money. He left. So, peace to you all. I say. And next week, we're going to go over some more of your natural history. And hopefully have a discussion. Because I believe in listening to the youth and sharing what I have as an elder. I respect the youth. So again, peace, love, stay in the light, and may Allah hold you in deepest of favor. Amen.